Right, so I'm going to show you guys how to make delicious yerba mate, a very easy and simple way to make it. You're going to need a yerba mate gourd. This is made of calabash, which is a fruit. You get all different shapes and sizes. You also get them in wood and ceramic. You're going to need the yerba mate itself, of course. This is a brand from Argentina, and the only one available in South Africa at the moment, so I'm going to use this one. Don't have to hold back. I usually fill it up about 2/3, and then you simply just going to put your hand over it like that, give it a good shake. And what you now want to do, and this is quite important, make a slope of the yerba mate in your gourd. So that's what you're looking for over there. And now you're just going to carefully put that down so that you maintain your slope. Now we're quickly just going to add a touch of cold water to this. So I'm really just going to give it a little splash. And the reason we do that is so that we protect the yerba mate leaves from the hot water. It's very rich in nutrients, and you'll destroy that if the water is too hot. So that brings us to the next important part of brewing yerba mate, and that's the temperature of the water, which you want to be at about 75 degrees. Now if you don't have a thermometer, you can just put your finger in the hot water, and once it reaches 2 seconds and you have to pull it out, you know it's about 75 degrees. So I'm just going to add a little splash of hot water there now. Now the next important piece of equipment is what we call the bombilla, and that is simply a straw with a filter on the end. Now we insert that into the mate here in the shallow end where I added the water, nice and slowly, and you press it till it gets right to the bottom and just make sure it's nice and secure there. Always keep the slope. The reason for the slope is so that we have some dry yerba mate at the top, for when the flavor starts going out you can just pour on top of that. And also we keep less yerba mate on this end where the filter is, so that we don't clog it up. So all you're going to do now is you're going to top that up and try not to move that filter straw around too much. Right, so that's pretty much ready to go. Now if you want to add anything to your mate, like a little bit of lemon, which is my favorite thing to do, now would be the time. So I'm just going to, using my zester, drop a couple pieces of lemon on the top. It's always good to put it on top rather than mix it up in the yerba mate, because you don't want lemon to dominate the flavor of your mate brew. You can also add a little bit of rooibos tea to it, as we in South Africa like our rooibos. I don't like it that much, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little touch there. And if you want sugar in your mate, now would be the time to sprinkle a little bit of that on top. Of course, you can also use a flask, which will maintain your water temperature, and you can just add the sugar to the flask too. Anyway, that's ready to go now, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy this. Of course, once it's done, you simply just top it up again. And see, my straw has moved a bit there. I'm just going to move that right. So you just top it up again for the next person and pass it on to whoever you've invited. Thank you very much.